So of course, as you guys know, we will be speaking on Southern Courtyard. I am Cuban A. Hudson. I am your resident director for Southern Courtyard. My pronouns are she, her, hers. My email is as followed. You're more than welcome to take a picture of this, but that is my first and last name at Georgia Southern. And of course, my office is currently in the Southern Courtyard Clubhouse.
I am y'all's graduate resident director. My name is Katie Knight. My pronouns are she, her. I am currently in the graduate program for school psychology. I do not have a work email yet, so that is not on there. But if you need to talk to me, my office is also in the Southern Courtyard Clubhouse, right next to Q&As. So.
And our living learning community is Creative Living, which pretty much has the music, pretty much has arts, has different majors within it. So that it's kind of like, it's not secluded to just 2 or 3 majors, it's more open.
Some of the amenities that Southern Courtyard has. So the residence hall style is an apartment. The bedroom style is private, which just means everyone gets their own bedroom. They don't have to share with anyone. The bed size that you guys are going to have are full size. The internet type is Ethernet and wireless. Kitchen appliances include a refrigerator, microwave, stove, oven, and dishwasher. And we're going to go into more of what you can bring when you come later on. The laundry room type is a washer and dryer in unit. There is a panic button in each unit. There is a clubhouse, a computer lab, a game room, and there's a set of three drawers in your room.
And you're more than welcome to take a picture of the barcode, and that'll also bring up the amenities that we have in Southern Courtyard. These are some of the approved items, and the following list contains items which are pre-approved, for use in all residence halls. We have clothing, steamer and or iron, automatic shutoff, coffee pot with automatic shutoff. You are allowed holiday decorations, only 2 strands of lights, may be strung together, must be labeled as UL approved, not allowed on porches or balconies. And you are allowed a toaster, a power strip surge protector, 1 per resident / bedroom, and 1 per living room, must be labeled as UL approved, not allowed in kitchen or the bathroom. There's also the window treatments, must be labeled as fire / flame retardant. And here are some of the other approved items. You have an air fryer, electric griddle, George Foreman type grill, a panini press, quesadilla maker, rice cooker, slow cookers, crock pots, waffle iron.
The lengthy not approved list for Southern Courtyard for any residents, no matter your age, includes alcohol paraphernalia, including shot glasses, bed risers, candles or incense, charcoal or gas grills, deep fryers, drugs, electrical decorations. This includes the neon signs that I know are very popular right now. Electric scooters or hoverboards, extension cords, large fabric items, which can exceed 3 feet by 5 feet in size, martial arts equipment, microwaves, mini fridges, pets, plug-in fragrance warmers, portable heaters, rope lighting and LED light strips, street signs, traffic signs, or construction materials, weapons and wireless routers or access points.
I see that somebody raised their hand. If we can hold all questions until the end, please.
So some more not approved items include major appliances like washers, dryers, freezers, refrigerators, micro fridges, dishwashers, and air conditioners that aren't already provided by university housing. Those are prohibited in the individual rooms and units overall. Plumbing, water heating, and electrical systems weren't designed to accommodate utility demands resulting from all these additional appliances. So that's the reasoning. And to prevent fire due to unsafe appliances or cooking practices, certain appliances are not permitted. So all approved appliances must be UL certified and listed to be in the halls. Items without the UL certification are not permitted and will be the responsibility of the student to remove from their space. You can also get charged if we see that in your space, just so you know.
We do have policies for room decorations. Failure to keep posters or decorations at least 12 inches from the ceiling or floor, covering more than 50% of any given wall with posting or decorations. Suspending any item from the ceiling, including but not limited to fishnets, parachutes, stripper poles, holiday lights, and flags. Possession or displaying of alcohol paraphernalia, including but not limited to funnels and beer bongs, shot dispensers, and other methods of alcohol delivery. Affixing any item to a wall, ceiling, or floor in a manner that may create damage to the surface. Display of any item facing outward toward public spaces in windows or on porches / balconies of on-campus residential facilities, curtains or window treatments that do not possess a fire retardant label from the manufacturer, failure to use low track tape, or i.e. blue painter's tape, or approved low tack hanging devices like command strips when hanging decorations, affixing any item to a fire rated door, like decorating or posting on your apartment / unit door.
So for your safety in the halls, there are staff on call each night if an emergency does arise. There's also university police who has someone on call after hours. Interior hall building doors are accessed through card swipes, so that doesn't really have to do with us, but if any of your friends live in an interior hall, they will have to come all the way to the front to let you in because your key card will not have access. For instance, Kennedy, Watson, EV, anything like that. Exterior building units additionally have a deadbolt. So I think especially for your safety at Southern Courtyard, you guys should wait for all your roommates to get in and make sure you're locking this deadbolt every night. And each unit within the building has a panic button as well. So students can press this for any emergency that may arise to quickly get help.
This is the LifeSafe app. So you'll download the app for free off of Google Play or your app store. Register with your mobile number and fill out your profile, verify your account, and select Georgia Southern. This is to keep your safety and assist you in any help that you'll need.
And to add on to that, from this app, if you are ever feeling unsafe and you are walking on campus, you can call university police directly from the app and they can have someone come to your location and walk you or drive you to wherever you need to go. If you don't have a car, they can pick you up and drive you if you're feeling unsafe. You can also submit anonymous tips to UPD from this app. So if you are having a safety issue there and want to submit something but don't want someone to know that it was you, you can do that. So okay, Operation Move In this year is going to be August 5th and 6th on both campuses by time slot. So this time slot is what you signed up for online, and it should have sent you a confirmation email. So August 5th, if you signed up for a time slot this day, that will be at the rack, which is 2687 at Aikens Boulevard. And then August 6th will be at Southern Courtyard. So just come straight here if you're coming on that date. Time slots to select move-in times should have been released, and a how-to video for selecting these time slots should be available on the OMI website. So the early arrivals include RLCs, Hellenic primary recruitment, athletic teams, and marching bands. And there's probably a whole list of them on the OMI website, which you can access by scanning that code right there. But you would be aware if you were moving in early.
You're also able to take a picture of this slide if you would like, or if we go forward, if you need it, we'll go back. We have completed the slide, guys. I know someone had their hand up, and I'm sure others have questions. So let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, ma'am. I seen that on the move-in dates, it said August 5th and 6th, but on the website, it had an option for the 7th, and that's what I chose. I was just making sure that that was right.
You chose August 7th as far as the move-in date?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So
it'll still be.
Yeah, I think you can move in any day past the 5th. It doesn't really matter, but
It'll still be in Southern Courtyard, though.
yeah, it'll still be here at the Southern Courtyard Clubhouse. I think the 5th and the 6th are just like the main days that there will be lots of staff here to help, but we'll still be here. So
yeah.
Okay, so like, let's say perchance that whenever I got there on the 7th and I didn't know where to go, I could just go to the building and find one of you guys, and you guys will help me out.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And Benita.
Hey, I just was asking, I saw toasters were allowed. Is like a toaster oven allowed?
I think that was incorrect. Toasters are allowed this year.
She said, yeah, she's asking, is a toaster oven allowed?
Oh, like an oven? Like
Yeah, like it can do toast or heat up pizza or stuff like that in it.
so like it's sitting down. I do not think those are allowed. I think it has to be the standing one with the 2 holes at the top.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I just had one more question.
Okay.
Are we allowed to bring speakers? Like, not like big, massive speakers, but, speakers that just, have in our room?
Like a shower speaker?
Yeah, kind of like a JBL or anything along those lines?
Yes.
Okay.
Kate, so I think was next.
Give us just a second. Oh, there we go. Cadence.
Hey, so if we're moving in on August 6th, where do we go to get our keys?
You'll come to Southern Courtyard, the actual clubhouse.
So we'll come to the clubhouse to get our keys.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Deanna.
Hi, thanks. Do they have keys for their room door as well as their apartment dorm?
Yes.
Yeah, so their key that opens their apartment will also open their room, but it is specific to only their room. So each key within an apartment, all 4 keys will open that front door, and then it will only open their respective room.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Aiden.
Sorry, this is Aiden's mom. He had to work.
Oh,
I saw there that it said no electric scooters, but we saw some people with the electric longboards and skateboards during orientation. Are those allowed?
So they are allowed on campus, but I think they have to be kept outside of your room. So what people do is honestly lock them like a bike onto bike racks. But
Okay. But what is, as far as charging them?
oh, as far as charging them, I don't know about any charging spaces on campus. I am unaware of that. But if you contact the main housing office, they may be able to tell you more. That you can find that online by just Googling Georgia Southern Housing, and it will
Okay.
have the email there.
Okay.
What's next?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is anybody else in line? Because I didn't want to cut anybody off.
Give me 1 second.
All right.
Jareen?
Jared, yeah,
Here.
thanks.
Okay.
So I know move-in day is pretty chaotic. Is there like a stop time that like, okay, there's no more like scheduled move-in, and then, you know, like my son can go out and get groceries, come back and whatever. Just kind of curious of that process.
So we end here at 6. But you're just saying for him to be able to go out when there's less traffic.
Right. Or
Okay,
if we
so-
bring 2 cars up and I can offload whatever I have in my car.
Gotcha. So we end here between 5 and 6. So that should be kind of like the time where it slows down, really.
Okay,
Because
thank you.
that's the end time for move out or move in, excuse me.
Great, thanks.
DJ?
My bad, I zoned off.
You're
I
fine.
forgot what I was about to ask. I think it was. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Are we allowed to bring like our own TV? Like,
Yes.
we can bring our TV and our Xbox, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
Sweet. And all right, one more question.
Okay.
So when I was at the store orientation, I went into like this little store and they had, you know, that big old store with all the Georgia Southern swag and all that good stuff. And they had the little surge protectors. Are those like, if we buy one from there, are we good?
Yes.
Okay, so bet.
Emily?
Yeah, I am actually an exchange student, but I've had a lot of trouble getting any information about how to sign up for Move-In. I was just wondering if you guys had any information or an email of somebody else you can direct me to.
You're having it, say it again, you're having issues with,
So I'm an exchange student, so I assume that I am somebody that is part of the early move-in, but I've not been able to get in contact with anybody who can give me any information on it. I was wondering if you guys had, if you had anything, or if you could give me somebody's email who might be able to help me.
so if you're not a part of one of those, as far as like Ben or ROC.
No,
they're
none of
not-
that.
Go ahead.
I'm a exchange student. So I was originally told that we'd move in the 2nd through 4th, but and then when I got the email about move-in time slots, it said if you're part of one of the special groups, somebody from administration should have registered your time for me. But I haven't heard anything, so I was just wondering if you guys knew anything or somebody I could contact to help me if you don't know.
So you would have to contact administration
Okay,
and see
Thank
if
you.
they're able to give you some more information.
sure, thank you.
I'm sorry, Emily. I was just curious where you exchanged from.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious if you muted me. I'm from Denmark.
Okay, it's gonna be a dumb question. That's in the US or that's like,
That's in Europe, right above Germany.
okay. I knew it sounded familiar. My fault. I didn't mean to cut anybody else off. I was just wondering.
No worries.
Can we have Rictavius?
Yes, I was just wondering what size are the beds?
They are full.
Full size, my boy.
Like, do you know the measurements?
Say it again.
Like, do you know the measurements?
The measurements of the actual bed,
Yes.
we don't. If I'm not mistaken, actually, it should be online though.
Okay.
Can we have Ryan?
Yeah, I was just wondering when is, on move-in day, where is the best place for parents to like park their cars?
So once you actually go to the rack to pick up your keys, they'll route you which way to go.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Talia.
I had 2 questions. It was about if I can have curtains.
Yes.
Like the one with the rod going through.
Yes.
You
Okay,
cannot
and then-
put nails in the wall though.
Yeah.
To put up your curtain rod.
Okay. And then I have another question because when I booked my move-in time slot, it was only 20 minutes, so I only have 20 minutes to put everything in my room. Or
Oh no.
No. It's for us pretty much. Those increments are more so for us to make sure that we have everything in line. So you're fine.
okay, well that was it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you asked that. I had the same question.
Hey, so when we came to store the other day, we went and viewed like the apartment area, and the bed was kind of low. So they told
Candace, you're going in and out.
Can y'all hear me now?
It sounds like you're far away from the phone. Or
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Okay. So the other day when we came to store to like tour Southern Courtyard, we asked about like making the bed a little higher, but he told us to ask maintenance because he wasn't sure. Is there any way we can make the bed a little higher?
That is a question for maintenance and the main housing office. I just know that you cannot
Can't have
have
bed
bed
risers.
risers.
We can't have bed risers?
No.
You cannot.
I think it says on the website to put a work order in with maintenance and they'll come do it.
Okay, thank you.
Caroline.
You can call me Line, but I was wondering if like instruments like an electric keyboard are allowed in the room.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, Caroline. You said that, and I got really curious because I'm actually a producer and I use my electronic keyboard to play with it. What do you do? Do you just like play keys, or are you?
I just play it for entertainment. I'm actually an arts major.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, Caroline. You gotta teach me how to play keys. I can only do like one hand 8-bar progressions. So like, is there like a book that you learned from that you suggest or something like that?
Not really. I've kind of been learning since I was like 3.
Well,
Michelle.
Yes. I was curious about trash procedures. Like, where do you go? I mean, I understand, it's gathered in rooms and the kitchens and that, but where does it need to go from there?
We have dumpsters.
Okay. Also, just to help anybody else out, my understanding is that 20-minute booked time is really just to pick up our keys, I believe, not really specific to moving our stuff.
Right.
And the full-size mattress is 74 by 53, in case that helps.
shout out to you,
Thank
Michelle.
Faith.
Okay, so with the mini fridges, can we have the like 6-can ones? Because I know the big ones aren't allowed, but
You're going in and out. Say it one more time for us.
for the mini fridges, can we have like the 6-can ones?
I'm going to tell you no right now, but I know someone also asked about that for like makeup because that's a thing now, the makeup fridges, the small ones.
Yes.
So I am sure that if something changes, it will be posted all over the housing website. So I would keep
But right now,
checking
we would
that.
say no.
Yeah. But
Okay,
right
thank
now-
you.
Mhm.
Don't do that.
Chloe, if you could put your question, if you could type your question in the Q&A section for us. Ripton?
Yeah, I was just wondering, so the for laundry, is the machine and dryer in our room or is it like in a separate like place in the
It's in your room.
in the area? Oh, all right. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Candace? No.
My bad. I don't have a.
Oh, she said she didn't have a question. Benita, did you have a question?
Yeah, I think it was answered, but like when we show up to get our pass, then we'll go over to at the rec. We'll go over to the dorm room and be able to park it in the parking lot, put the stuff in, get everything moved out of the vehicles, stay and help clean and set up and everything as a parent. And then do we have to leave at any specific time?
No, ma'am. Just make sure that you don't leave your car unattended, like in a loading zone.
So like, as long as your car is in a parking spot, you are fine, but we can't guarantee that someone will not tow you if you are like parked on the side of the road or parked in the middle of the parking lot. Like make sure you're in a designated parking spot out of people's way.
Okay. If nothing else, we'll take the parent car and go put it at the hotel and come back in Austin's car.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Michelle?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was anywhere to see like the layout of the buildings. Trying to figure out, I can tell by the number that it's second floor, and I think it maybe is there a fourth building? I'm trying to figure out where we're at.
So if you give me just a second, once I answer all of the questions, I'll go back to one of the slides where you're able to take a picture of the barcode, and that shows you
perfect
things within Southern Courtyard.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Give me just a second. I have a question about elevators. We do not have elevators within Southern Courtyard.
There's also a good question about parking passes. So you should receive your parking pass. It's virtual. So it goes by whatever license plate is on the back of the family car or the student's car. And they scan your tag. And if you're not in the correct lot that you have paid for, they will ticket you. And you'll probably just get an email about a ticket. They won't do a paper ticket. They haven't really done paper tickets since COVID.
They'll send them in an email.
Yes.
And please read everything that they currently give you pertaining to parking on campus, because one of the things you cannot do is you cannot back in to any parking space. If you do, they will give you a ticket. Someone asked again about the mini fridges. They are not allowed in the bedroom,
And
or they are
then,
not allowed at all, excuse me.
and then to add on to the parking passes, someone also asked a good question about if Southern Courtyard was walkable to the academic buildings. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, definitely it's walkable to the dining halls and the academic buildings. Pretty much anywhere on campus, you can get there from Southern Courtyard. It's a little bit of a walk, like you'll have to probably leave 20 minutes before class, but you can get there. So if you're not a morning person, don't schedule.
Also
on the 8
better
a.m.
than getting a ticket.
Yes, better than getting a ticket.
Or it's better than having to drive your car to a lot that you can't find parking space.
Yes.
Give me just a second.
Desk chairs are provided.
So
Someone asked that
no,
question.
they're asking if.
But you can bring your own chair.
So
Yes,
desk and chairs are provided, but you can bring your own chair. But you can't get rid of the furniture that's already currently in your apartment, though.
So can we rearrange the furniture that's in our room?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so does the bus come to Southern Courtyard and take us to the academic buildings or no?
So there's a bus stop, probably like
Not
a
too far.
5-minute walk
Yeah.
from Southern Courtyard. But honestly, once you get to that bus stop, you're really already on campus. So you could just walk to any academic building, I think.
So the 20-minute slot is just to pick up keys. It's not for unloading items.
Guitar amplifiers. I think so.
And Chloe, to your question, yes. She was asking if she could bring a guitar amplifier, if anyone else was wondering the same thing.
If you can mount your TV without using nails in the
Yeah.
wall, then you're allowed to mount your TV.
But if it requires nails, then it's a no, as far as mounting the TV.
What about studio monitors?
Studio monitors?
Yes, man, like 3.5-inch speakers, you know, kind of like that are used for music production. They're only like 3.5 inches though, you know, the size of the speaker, and then the whole speaker is probably like 12 inches tall and like 6 inches wide.
I mean, as long as it doesn't
yeah.
violate any of the things that we said, like
Then you're completely
holes in the
fine.
wall.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How early should I arrive?
Someone asked about how early they should arrive to the rack before moving time. That's up to you, honestly, because you have your time slot. So it's currently up to you on what you prefer to do.
You said the clubhouse, or what'd you say? It was a clubhouse or like a game room or something?
Yes.
Yes.
That like kind of like a boys and girls club type situation where like everybody's just chilling and whatever.
Yes. So it's kind of like a lounge area.
Okay. All right. So I had one more question pertaining to that.
Mhm.
So can you bring a speaker in there?
Yeah, as long as you don't violate any of the rules we have. Other than that, you're currently fine.
Okay, sound good. Sound good.
Give me 1 second. I'll be one. There's not much parking at the building, so where would I?
So the unloading zone for building 1, someone asked a question, where would they be able to park? That would be close to their building. There's not a lot of parking. The unloading zone is the side of the road right there by building 1. But honestly, they give you about 15 minutes and police are constantly cycling through there. So you'll probably have to pull around again if it's going to take longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
they'll also give you,
a lot of
they'll also tell you where to go once you pick up your keys.
Yeah.
Yes, someone asked if their parents could stay after their time slot. That's perfectly fine. Your time slot is just for you to pick up your keys from the rack. Take a lot of space there. Bring your chargers to close. Because you're able to rearrange the furniture, it's just kind of up to you on like how much space you'll have for the room. Someone was asking if the full-size bed would take up a lot of space in the room. So being that you're able to rearrange the furniture, I feel like bringing what you need or what you feel you need would be perfectly fine. Place the paper to a register ceiling, and it can only take up 50% of the wall. Yes. Someone asked pertaining to making a wall collage, and it can only take up 50% of the wall. All right, I answered that. Since I closed out, what do I do? My roommate had a call.
A question was asked if, since alcohol is not allowed, what do you do if your roommate has alcohol? My best answer is come to the clubhouse and tell one of us. If you don't want to get in trouble for it and your roommate has it, we're not going to go to your roommate and say, Cuban A told us that you have alcohol. Give us your alcohol.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to throw you under the bus. We're not here for that. We're here to make sure that you guys are safe and have a good college experience.
Yes.
So.
So even though someone asked, yes, this meeting is important. I mean, that's the answer. Someone asked about beds. Beds are full size. Trash procedures, you take out your own trash, it goes to dumpsters.
We answered that
one. Okay. Give us just a second.
Does anyone else have shuttles come there? Yes, we have visiting policy. Thanks,
Anthony, to your question about moving bins, yes, there will be some blue moving bins and they'll be in the clubhouse.
Dimensions of the windows.
If you look on, I'm gonna go back before we end, so that you guys can take a picture of the barcode so that you can look within Southern Courtyard, and those dimensions should be on the website. People outside. We do have a visitation policy, and that's the answer to Ashley.
I'm sorry, could you say that visitation policy one more time?
We have a visitation policy. It will be relayed to you through a roommate agreement and community standards. And basically we can't stop you from having people outside of Georgia Southern staying in your dorm. But if it caused an issue, then there will be precautions.
Yeah.
I see where you're getting at.
Someone asked, when is the last day to get a parking pass? That I am unsure of. You would actually have to contact parking services to see when their last date is for that, like for students.
And then to get the parking pass, you go on your My Georgia Southern account, which you should have access to by now, and log into that and click on parking and transportation. and it'll take you straight to a link to get passes that are left.
Do y'all suggest, so I was debating on whether or not bringing my car, just because of all the, I heard a lot of people saying like you're gonna get fined and this or that, and I ain't really gonna be using it too much. So just from like a personal point of view, do y'all think, I should wait at least like the first month or two till I bring my car? Or like should I just, you know what I'm saying? Like should I wait till like I see how things move first and then get my car, or should I just go ahead and get it?
I guess the main question is, because you say you're not going to use it that much, but I guess another question would be, how far are you? Like, how far do you stay from Georgia Southern?
So like
As far as your home?
Oh, my house ain't none, but I think it's like 3.5 hours away.
Okay, so I was just making sure that you wouldn't have to travel 10 hours just to get your car.
Oh yeah,
to bring back. So yeah,
Nah,
if you're not gonna use it in the beginning, then I would kind of wait and see how you feel within the first month or two, whichever you decide to do.
Okay, follow-up question on that follow-up question. So when I do, like, or so let's say after a month I do decide to go get my car, can I still buy a parking pass, or is there like an expiration date for getting it? So like you don't get it by a certain amount of time, you just out of luck.
So the parking passes do have a like quota to them, so they sell out kind of quickly. I got my undergrad here too, so that was something I had to learn. But I did not bring my car on campus until the second semester, and I lived at Southern Pines, which is literally right next to Southern Courtyard, and I was able to get around fine. So parking here can sometimes be not the best.
Yeah.
Sound good. Y'all got bicycles, right? I'll put my exercise in. But where do I where do I go again? I'm sorry. I know they mentioned this at SOAR. I just forgot. But where do I go to get a bike? They said they do like bikes and stuff and all that.
You can go to the back of the rack to Southern Adventures. You pay $30 I think it's a year. It might be a semester, but $30 for either a semester or a year to rent a bike and a lock. It's a pretty great deal if you ask me. But
it is.
Yeah.
The answer to, oh, sorry. Did you have another question for us?
You know what? I'm not even gonna say it because it was gonna
Can
be.
we bring our own bike and lock?
Yes.
Okay.
DJ, did you have another question?
You want to go, DJ?
Oh, no, I'm good, bro. I appreciate it.
All right, yeah, I bet. I was wondering how far is like the closest store to like the because I know there was like a Walmart near, but how long would it take like for us to walk there or something if we need to get groceries or something real quick?
So walk, I can actually look it up. Let's see.
I'll pick you up on my bike, boy.
While she,
I might.
while she's
I'll
looking that
probably
up,
consider it, to be honest.
while she's looking that up, I will tell you guys there is a Gus Mart on campus, so that's going to be about a 10-minute walk. It's right by the dining commons, and it has some groceries in it. So if you guys like really need something and you don't have a ride from a friend or something, you can always pick it up there. But she has
That works too.
The walk to the Walmart, it's a neighborhood market, is 31 minutes. Which isn't that bad.
It's not that bad though.
It's not. By the time you start walking, listening to music, time will go by.
Yeah.
You can listen to my music, man. I'll put you on.
Say less.
So if you got a parking pass and you're in Southern Courtyard, does that mean you're guaranteed a spot there to be able to park? Like, do they only give enough passes for the people that live there?
No.
No, ma'am.
That was a great question, Aiden's mom, and I'm glad you asked that. So I could have wasted my money.
Well, because I mean, I know
parking pass.
you're limited to where you can park, when you register for that pass. So I was just wondering if that meant that you would always have a spot at least somewhere near Southern Courtyard.
It's not guaranteed. That's completely honest.
Okay.
Jada had a question about backing in, and yes, so because they cannot see your tags, they do not want you to back in. Are there other parking lots that students? Benita, your question as far as other parking lots that Southern Courtyard students can park, that is a no.
So they can't go to like, I saw a map and it had like blue parking lots marked. I know they can go to the rack and park.
Yes.
But are there other parking lots like at the student union building where we had SOAR that they can park in?
So that parking lot is all like pay to park. But I believe we're tearing down buildings to create a giant parking lot that hopefully has free parking in it or free parking past. Also, there is free parking at any parking lot on campus past 4 p.m. So
yeah, but that won't help them during school hours when they got classes.
No.
So my question is this: I paid $160 something for a parking pass for a vehicle, but he's not guaranteed a spot in his dorm area. So where would he park his car if there's no spot when he comes there?
Wherever his parking pass is, or at the rack, because I think any parking pass can park at the rack. And it used to be that everyone could park at the stadium, but there is now an indoor football facility being built. So
yeah, so they're in the process of construction pretty much.
So
where
the
stadium was.
entire stadium lot is blocked.
Okay, so if he brings a vehicle and I paid for this parking pass and he goes to the store and comes back and there's no parking area where I paid for him to have a parking pass in Southern Courtyard's parking place, where would he go to park?
There is an overflow lot down the road from Southern Courtyard, but it's a walk. So, I mean, he's not guaranteed something like really close to his room.
I remember at the SOAR orientation, they said something about being able to park at the stadium. Is that like just, you know, during the day or like sunrise
So
to
why
sunset?
not pay for it?
The parking at the stadium is not a thing anymore because of an indoor practice facility being built and construction covering up all of the parking lots. So it was like a grass lot. So there's construction all over the entire lot now. You guys will see when you come, or you might have seen if you did come.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't bring my car anyway. I was asking for other people.
If parents want a parking pass, to be sure, like a university visitor pass, they can email or call Parking and Transportation and arrange picking that up on move-in day. They do give out temporary passes or day passes. I know when my parents come for football games, they can get them and your student just has to sign them. And you can park in any lot on campus as a visitor for that day.
So they're going to ticket on move-in day?
No, they're not going to ticket on move-in day, but if you were to leave your car like unattended in not a residential lot, they will ticket you.
Yes.
Okay.
Ticket or tow. Yeah.
But if you have one of those passes and you go to park in another lot on Georgia Southern's campus, I don't think that they will tow you because you have that pass.
Okay, so let me ask one last question about parking. Who can answer the question of if we paid for a parking pass that cost, I think, $160 something, and he's not guaranteed a spot in his dorm room parking lot, and he can't go on campus anywhere else and park, why did we pay for it? I mean, I don't understand. And
I would call Parking and Transportation to answer that question, because I don't think housing has anything to do with like how much the like things cost, or the fact that residential facilities are like one in their own. So I would say contact parking And you can literally, I think, Google that and it will come up with their number, but I'm not positive.
Okay, I'll call them tomorrow. Thank you, girls.
You're welcome. Someone asked about lamps.
I don't think there's
There
any
isn't
rules.
any rules currently on lamps. There's a bus stop about 5 minutes, or if you're walking, it's about 5 minutes. So his parents didn't park up.
A sound machine while you do my virtual doctor's appointments. You can have a sound machine in your room at all times if you just don't want people to hear you.
Yeah.
What's the sound machine?
It's a machine that makes noise. Right? Isn't that what
Mhm.
it is?
And I was,
I
yeah,
think that's what it is.
together. But I was gonna, dang, I forgot what I was gonna ask. Oh yeah. So which is like what's the best food on campus other than Chick-fil-A? Because I went into the other spot in like the dining hall and I tried the little slushy thing and it wasn't it. And the pizza was all right. I ain't gonna hate on the pizza, but I was just gonna ask you, like, in your personal opinion, what's the best food on campus besides Chick-fil-A? Because we all know that.
I mean, if you go in the dining hall, I'm not sure what pizza you had, but usually people go in the dining hall for chicken. Honestly,
They got chicken?
chicken tenders.
They got chicken? Like
Yeah,
fried chicken?
they have.
Yeah,
they have
the chicken
chicken-
wasn't
Oh,
hit
say
the
no more.
other day.
They have chicken wings. They have. They usually have different types of chicken wings. Like they'll have the regular ones, but they'll have like. Recently they just had golden barbecue. Today they had buffalo wings.
What about lemon pepper?
They also have a sandwich shop.
You know, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh man.
But they do have a sandwich shop too.
Oh yeah,
Faith
one more
asked-
question. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
It's a little bit off topic, but I was talking to a couple of the advisors and I don't know, I kind of got different answers from everybody I talked to, but I was just wondering if you guys knew about or if there is any recording studios on campus, because I know there's a broadcasting and recording major. So I was kind of, wondering if there was one on campus.
Wait, before you answer that. Hold on, DJ, give me 1 second. Someone asked, are you free to leave? If you don't have any other questions, you are perfectly fine to leave.
I ain't gonna lie, that was me. I'm sorry. I asked that way earlier, but I had a lot more questions. So I was like, you know
Okay.
what? Maybe they didn't see it.
Okay. You can go ahead.
I don't know if there's a recording studio.
I'm
but
not sure either.
I would reach out to student affairs and ask because that's something they would know.
Sounds good.
Or you can always see if you can Google it if you haven't tried that. Because I mean, it'll usually anything that I've tried to pull up for Georgia Southern before I got here, I was able to Google. Faith asks, is there a size restriction on TVs? There isn't.
She bringing that 85.
I was about to say, we just hope it's not, we just hope it's not that big. But there's not a restriction though. Chris or Kirsten adds, relate to where you are. So say if you are in 1115, you are currently in building 1, the first floor, and your room number, of course, is 1115, the whole room number. Say if you are currently in 2215, you are currently in building 2, you're on the second floor, and then of course your room number is 2215. And Kirsten, I hope that answers your question. Would there be a day when I expected text? Oh, wait. Would there be a day?
Inspection, he's asking.
Oh,
You will have unexpected room inspections. Yes, someone asked a question about it. You will not get told when there's going to be a room inspection. So please try your best to hold with the community standards and what you guys hear when you move in.
What
Michelle,
exactly does that mean? Like, do they just come in and look? Are they going through drawers? Like, what kind of?
no, we're not able to touch anything. Inspections are to make sure that nothing is dirty or pretty much within violation, in other words.
So like nothing is impeding the student's health or safety or the
Right.
health of their roommates or safety of their roommates.
Right. So Michelle, if you are coming, oh boy. Yes. So if you are coming on August the 1st, then you would get your keys from Watson, which is the main housing office.
Someone asked about the visitation policy again. I can't tell you that word for word. It is written in your community guide and your community standards. You will know that word for word. I can give you a guess that your guest can only stay, I'm almost positive it's for a week, and then they have to leave and come back for another week. They cannot stay like multiple
consecutively.
weeks. So
someone asked pertaining to, are they going to show us how to get to our classes?
So as a freshman, you will have a class called FYE. It's a first year experience class. And I believe when I was a freshman, which was in 2017, a couple years ago, but it was on Sunday. So I used that day to find that FYE course and be able to attend that course with the first professor that I had experienced. But I also used that day to walk around campus and find the other buildings and the other classes that I had with my friends. So.
Excuse me, I had one question.
Go ahead.
All right, so my room says 4212B. Do you guys know like the general area that be around, or like anything along? I know you probably don't know like all the rooms off the top of your head.
So you're in building 4. Say your number again?
So it says SC that, oh, okay, that's Southern Courtyard, 4212B.
So you're in building 4, you're on the 2nd floor.
Room 12.
Yes.
And the door is black.
The door?
Is that what the B stand for?
No. So once you walk into the room, you have A, B, C, and D.
Oh, okay.
So if you're in a 4-bedroom, it's A, B, C, and D, but it'll be on the doors.
Okay.
Or if it's not on the door, it'll be right beside the door on the wall.
Oh, that's what y'all were talking about where the key only opens up one of the doors?
Yes.
Okay. And one more question. Is there any Henry, Anderson, or Robert in this chat right now? Because y'all are my roommates. No? Guess I'll see them on moving day.
I'm confusing time slots. So someone asked about time slots. You have whatever time slot you chose. It's in 20-minute increments. So that means you have 20 minutes to get your keys. However, once you come to Southern Courtyard, they'll tell you where to go before you leave from getting your keys. Once they tell you where to go, and once you get there, you're able to unload. But as far as first come, first serve, once you get here, you should be able to move in. It just depends on what time you chose for your time slot. Because if a lot of people chose roughly around the same time, there may be a lot of people here, but you still should be able to move your items in. Excuse me.
Sarah had a question. Oh. I'll answer that one too. Sarah had a question about closet doors. I am unsure if every single room and every single apartment does not have a closet door, because I walked through every single room last year and I can confidently say there were rooms that had closet doors and there were rooms that did not. But if it does not have a closet door, there is no rod provided to hang a curtain in front of. You will need to bring it. Jordan asked, how can you put up curtains if we can't use nails? My only answer to that is command strips. I don't
Tension rod.
I don't know.
The mom will answer that. It's a tension rod. It's like a
Tension
shower
rod?
curtain rod. They come in smaller sizes. Yeah.
You're right.
Thank
Miss A.
you.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
thank you for that.
That was definitely a mom question.
Thank you.
You know exactly what she's talking about. I used to put that curtain right up in front of my shop.
Bug
If
problem.
maintenance. So if you end up with a bug problem, you'll put in a maintenance request for them to come spray.
Visitors will
Need parking passes.
visitor parking passes. I explained how to get that earlier. All you have to do is contact parking and transportation and say, I need a visitor pass for these dates. I think they cap it at like 5 days. And then you have to go back and get another. You only get a certain amount per semester. I'm unsure how many it is. Time slots for when the buses come. So this is a great reason to download the LifeSafe app. It has the busing maps on there and it has the busing routes. So the buses have a tracker in them. You can see exactly where the bus is. So you can pull it up on your way to class and say, hey, it's going to take me longer to sit here and wait for this bus than it is to walk to class. So I'm going to be really late if I stand here and wait for the bus. How thin are the wall? What's next door upstairs? I don't think it's easy to hear noise next door through the walls. I think upstairs and downstairs may be a little bit touchy, just depending on how much people are moving above you. I think is going to be the bigger issue than below you. Can you have a Keurig? Yes.
Is the building only 2 stories or is it 3 stories?
Three stories. I'm in Centennial and my room assignment says 1, 2. Okay, if you were in Centennial, this is for Southern Courtyard, so everything we have said, disregard it.
Yes,
but
literally just
if
for
your
Southern
room is 1264, you are in the first building on floor
On floor
2.
2. Room 64.
Are we allowed to mount our TVs? Answer that one.
Yeah, I was about to say about someone actually in about the TVs. As long as you can figure out how to mount it without putting nails in the wall.
Anthony.
Oh,
Anthony, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Wait. He can't talk.
We will unmute you.
Hold on, Anthony.
It's okay to say
Here you
no.
go.
Anthony is one of our resident advisors this year, guys.
Yes, hello. I just have like a bunch of things that I can like clear up for some people. So I heard like a lot about like music and stuff like that. There is like quiet hours. It's like 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., I believe. So be wary of that because you can get like written up for things like that. And the bus stop is like right across the street from building 3 on Lanier. So it's not that far of a walk depending on which building you're in. And they'll take you right to Russell Union as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot everything else I had to say because there's a lot going on here. But y'all are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony.
You know, Mr. Anthony.
Treasure. Anderson. Okay, hold on. Oh. Anderson, if you had a question or comment, if you could type it and then I'll say it and we'll kind of go from there. But I only have. As far as time slots go, the 20-minute increment is just for you to be able to pick up your keys. It is not for you to move in your things.
What about move out processes? Are they required to move out? You are required to move out of your room at the end of the year. However, if you are taking summer courses, you can request what we call a break stay and then a summer assignment. But no one knows if the dorm for the summer will be Southern Courtyard. This year it was. Last year it was Freedom's Landing. So you might get changed. I don't have a definite answer to that question.
The price for the bike is $30 and it's behind the rack.
At Southern Adventures.
There are no elevators.
Yes, Anthony?
So outside of the bikes and cars, there's also like the Lime scooters we have around here.
There is.
They do cost a price. I don't know what it is because I skate, so I just stuck it out. But those are an option. They move pretty fast. So
I think their prices are based off of
it's like the mileage and like time.
Yeah. So it's like you can do it on your phone, but it's based off of your mileage that you use.
Yeah,
So
and like on the app is
go ahead.
It's like where all the scooters are in Statesboro, really. So it's not hard to find.
What if I end up not doing that?
Oh, you're welcome, Aiden's mom. What if somebody?
Hello.
They can feel my. Oh,
Anderson.
We can hear you, Anderson.
Okay. Hello. I was a DJ for like, I don't know if he's still in here or not, or if he left. I was trying to holler at DJ.
I'm right here, my boy.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, bro. I don't know why my microphone was tripping. I'm one of your roommates.
Oh God.
Yeah, bro. I was trying to get at you for like the past like 30 minutes now or something like that. Yeah, man. I got to hook up on like roommates who do like producing and stuff like that of a studio. I sent you a message, like the RLC thing, but I don't think you saw it or yes. But I was just saying, it's hard.
You got like an IG or something? I'll add you on
Yeah,
there.
bro. I was typing in the chat like, "Hey, my mic not working, but can y'all get me DJ IG so I can link with him?"
I got you, my boy. Say it out loud for me.
All right.
I'm gonna add him.
Okay. ARTISVNN.
They're making friends already.
I don't know if you got all that. It's like artisan.
Hendrix World. Oh, you an artist?
Yep. That's me. That's me.
Say less.
Yeah, man. I'll be doing. Hey, I'm an art. There it is.
Oh man, that's it right now. All right,
yeah,
well,
I got you with the hookup.
Stuff, Anderson, I look forward to working with you, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. All good, bro. Same way, bro.
God bless. I appreciate the ladies for helping me out. I know it's probably bugging y'all, but
no, you're fine.
Y'all have a great afternoon.
You too.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna see you, bro. I'm moving in August 5th, man. So I'll see you, bro.
Oh, definitely. I'm coming August 7th, though.
I got you, man. Hey, I'll be there.
Hey, bro. We gotta get some hot.
We might go to a little party, bro. We might go to a little party.
Come on, man. I don't know where they at, but come on, man.
Hey, I got you. Trust me, I got you.
All right, y'all have a great night.
You too. Someone asked if they knew somebody who could fill in holes. I guess as far as the nails, that is still a no, because you're not supposed to put any nails in the walls.
We don't. I mean, we don't repaint for like chips and stuff after people move out unless it's really, really bad. So.
And as far as the roommate situation, it is not guaranteed that you are able to make a roommate change or switch if you don't get along with your roommates. That's why we have the roommate agreement set in place. You can add
But
to it.
it will be, it's not guaranteed that you can get a roommate change, but that is not to say that we will not listen to you and try to
Right.
work with you and try to help you through that.
Right.
So there will be steps taken to help you work through that roommate conflict. And if there is no other way,
Yeah.
yes, we will make a change if we can.
So in other words, the roommate or the roommate change is kind of like our last resort. But we'll make sure that we are able to mediate as much as possible, talk you through it. Like I said, that's why the roommate agreement is set in place, and it can be revamped or relooked at any point.
Because I don't know if you guys know, but this freshman class for Georgia Southern is the biggest one that Georgia Southern has ever seen. So housing is a little slim, but we already told you. Yes, you can use push pins. Someone asked that.
All right. If there are no more questions or concerns, I'm gonna go back to the slide so that y'all can give me a second. This is the slide that'll give you the amenities of Southern Courtyard, and at this website, it should also issue dimensions within the website. So if you want to take a picture of the barcode, and it'll take you to it. Hopefully everybody has that. Make sure there's no more questions.
It was not assigned.
No.
No, you
They're
did not
not
have a
assigned parking.
designated parking pass. Only designated lots. So make sure when you buy a parking pass, you know exactly where your lot is. Because you'll get ticketed.
All right. If no one else has any questions or concerns, we will let you guys go. Anderson, Treasurer Anthony, did y'all have any other questions? I see that your hands are still raised. So I just want to be sure before we get off the call.
Oh no, I'm good. I was just lingering around.
Okay, perfect.
Thank y'all very much for this. It was very informative.
You are so welcome. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.